Hello and welcome everybody to another StarCraft 2 cast by Glitch. Today, I'm going to be bringing to you a bit of a ZVP from the EG Masters Cup as promised yesterday. I did say I was going to cast some more games from this week of the EG Masters Cup, and so that is exactly what I intend to do. And I've got to say there was one matchup that really got me super excited that I really had to see, and that was coLCatZ versus NightEnD. Absolutely had to watch coLCatZ play. I absolutely love coLCatZ. I've had a lesson with coLCatZ, which you can actually see it somewhere on my YouTube channel. coLCatZ taught me how to play ZVZ. I still play that way to this day. It's a very interesting style of ZVZ. If you want to learn how coLCatZ does ZVZ, go check it out. It is a little bit older. It was, I think, oh man, I don't even know. Might have been early patch 1.3, so it's been a little while. Might be a little outdated now, but if you want, go check it out. Let's dive right into this game right now. This is going to be game one of a best of three. It is going to be on MLG Metalopolis, as we can tell by that supply depot at the bottom of the ramp, and spawning here in the 6 o'clock position as the yellow Zerg. From Team Complexity, we have coLCatZ. coLCatZ is playing on his alternate account name, which we do see from time to time. This is an account that I've been seeing him ladder on a lot when he streams lately, and that is that standard screen name, which is a bit of a joke on his style of play. That is just because coLCatZ is known for being like the most not standard player out there. He will just do these really weird, crazy builds where he builds hatcheries inside of his opponent's base and spine crawler rushes them. He does just all kinds of really weird, unique, crazy builds. So he created this screen name standard just to try to mess with people, I guess. We did see a little bit of a double extractor trick, looks like, come down there from coLCatZ, as he is now 12 out of 10 supply right now. Some Lings are now coming across the map here, and man, I haven't even introduced his opponent today, have I? Spawning here in the 12 o'clock position as the blue Protoss from Team Fnatic MSI, we have NightEnD. Also using a bit shorter of a account name, it looks like. FnaticNightEnD. And it looks like he's now going to be FnaticNightEnD here. NightEnD is going to be throwing down a Forge. Looks like he's going to be going for that Forge fast expansion. But he did see these Lings, these 6 Lings that are now being produced by coLCatZ, or now have been produced by coLCatZ, now moving around the map right now, throwing down a couple of cannons to try to defend, being forced to pull a lot of probes to have to be able to defend this. And looks like this photon cannon here is just going to be finishing up, but how many probes will NightEnD lose before this cannon gets up? He needs to keep these probes here to be able to block these 2 Lings from getting up into the main, and that's exactly what we're seeing there. Whoa, getting a little bit of lag there. Apologize if you guys are seeing that. Looks like he really didn't get that many probe kills, though. Only 3 probe kills right now for coLCatZ, and now these Lings are kind of stuck back here. Going to have to recharge a little bit of health if they're going to have any shot of running up this ramp, because these cannons will take him out pretty quickly. In the base of coLCatZ right now, looks like he used that little bit of pressure to continue droning. So let's check out that harvester count right now. We can actually see that he's actually only at 14 right now to the 17 harvesters of NightEnD. And what is this now? This is exactly what I was talking about. coLCatZ going for some crazy builds. He knows his opponent is just going to be going for a fast expand here. So he said, you know what? My opponent is going to be playing defensively, sitting back in his base, and not really doing too much right now. He's going to be taking his time, getting up his gateway. He knows he doesn't have any gateways or anything up yet because he had to devote a lot of resources to getting up these 2 early cannons, and now this Nexus, so he's not going to have any kind of gateways up or anything. And so, you know what? I have a lot of time to establish a base. So that's exactly what he's going to do. And he's not only is he going to establish a base, he's establishing a base at the gold expansion. This is going to really pay off for coLCatZ here. If he does manage to get it up and keep it alive, what will NightEnD do when he sees this? I don't even know if NightEnD is going to scout this right away, just because this is such an unusual thing to do. Now coLCatZ just throwing down 2 of his gas geysers. Looks like he's going to start mining those right away and continuing to drone up pretty heavily here. Still behind on harvesters right now, 17 to 19. Going to need to really get this hatchery up soon. And oh no, here we do have a probe now coming across the map. Is it going to check that Xel'Naga? No, it's just going to come right through. And is it going to come through? Yes, it looks like he's actually going to be able to come through, and yes, he does just barely see that hatchery that is just now finishing up. NightEnD is now aware of that hatchery. What is he going to do to try to get this hatchery down now that this hatchery is up? KatZ right now, still no Zergling speed up right now, strictly getting drones, a few lings across the map right now for some scouting, has a nicely placed Overlord right here outside the natural expansion of NightEnD, and NightEnD not even mining on his expansion yet. This is kind of interesting. I think he's had it up for quite a little while now, and he hasn't been mining on it at all. I guess that's just to be safe there. He's doing that as kind of a safe play, and looks like KatZ now doing a big drone transfer here, wants to get as many workers as he can mining these minerals, because they're going to start to pay off really, really fast. I would also imagine that KatZ is probably going to get a couple of spine crawlers here going, because he's going to want to be able to defend the push that pretty much just has to come right now. NightEnD, at this point, the pressure is currently on NightEnD. Despite what you may think, a lot of Zergs in this position would feel like, oh, he's got his natural expansion up. There's a lot of pressure on me to get up 3 bases up very, very fast. I'm gonna have to sit back. I'm gonna have to drone. I'm gonna have to get some defensive structures up right now. But right now, because NightEnD has seen this hatchery, the pressure is really on him to try to put some pressure on this gold expansion and try to deny this expansion. And there we go. That's exactly what we're seeing come from NightEnD as KatZ is here on the Xel'Naga Tower, does know that this Zealot is moving across the map right now, and now we do have those spine crawlers going down now for KatZ as well. He's got a queen in position there to start dealing the damage, and now NightEnD putting his one Zealot there on that Xel'Naga Watchtower. From there, he is able to check out the mineral or the worker count right now of KatZ at that gold expansion, and he can know how much KatZ is mining from there. And KatZ is just going to be just reaping the huge rewards from having this expansion up right now. As we can see, 30 harvesters to 33, but as you can see, even though he's down in harvesters right now, he's about even in terms of mineral collection right now, and he's actually up in gas collection right now as well. And ooh, nice unit positioning there by NightEnD. Looks like he's going to be right in there where only 2 Zerglings can be attacking him at a time, and that Zealot's actually going to get a lot more kills than he should be able to get. And I apologize, I think my stream might be lagging just a little bit there, and I apologize for that. Not entirely sure why that is. I think I'm going to restart my computer after this cast because it is getting just a tad bit laggy. In the meantime, NightEnd's been expanding or droning up or probing up, I guess. He's been doing a lot of probing in his base, and he's currently up to 35 harvesters and to the 30 of KatZ. He's doing a very, very good job of staying up in harvesters, spending a lot of chrono boosts on those next side to get those workers up. And warp gate, holy cow, ladies and gentlemen, check that out. We do have an 8 gate coming here from NightEnD. Looks like he's just going to go for one big, huge push. Going to hit very, very suddenly with a lot of forces here. And KatZ, I don't think he knows this is coming. He does have this Zergling now in place. And yes, he's now seeing that all these forces are now moving up to try to come deal some damage. He needs to throw down a lot of spine crawlers. As we can see, we've got a lot of Mutalisks now coming out on the field right now for KatZ. Zergling speed just now being started. Oh no, this is kind of a critical mistake here from KatZ. He really needed to get up that Zergling speed a lot earlier. I actually don't know why he didn't quite get it up at this point in time. He's throwing down a 3rd expansion there, and he does have his Spire up, but no upgrades right now, and he's really going to need a lot more if he's going to want to be able to defend this kind of a big push here from NightEnD. NightEnD, did he poke in and see that that it is Mutas on the field here for KatZ? I don't think he did yet, but these Mutas are definitely about to reveal themselves. Currently, the Mutalisk count is up at 7, and now we do have some pressure going down. Zealots, rather, being warped onto this high ground here, and it looks like a lot of damage is going to be dealt to this base here. I don't think KatZ is going to be able to hold this. KatZ is now going to be just pulling back. Looks like the Zealots chasing down this queen, going to be able to pick that queen off, and if KatZ loses this base, he is going to be in such a bad position here. There's not a whole lot he can do right now. He needs to pull up. He needs to get a lot of spine crawlers going right now if he's going to want to be able to hold off this many gateway units. In the meantime, he's going for a bit of a counterattack here. He does have a lot of Mutalisks in the main right now. Got about 9 worker kills so far, it looks like. NightEnD was forced to pull all his workers to just one base while he continues to do damage here, but now NightEnD is moving in with a very, very strong gateway army. He's going to start putting a lot of pressure. Wow, beautiful force field there going down by NightEnD, able to trap a lot of those drones on the low ground. He's going to be able to pick up those kills quite a bit. He looks like he's completely all in at this point in time. Looks like he's just relying on cannons at his natural expansion there. You can see he's throwing up some more cannons as well. No more production will be coming out of NightEnD here. KatZ doing what's definitely a smart move there. He's going to be denying any kind of reinforcements, but there's just really not much he can do to defend this many gateway units. I don't think he has any way of being able to deal with this many gateway units in his base. They are now moving into his main right now, and there's just not a whole lot out for KatZ. I'm not really sure why this is. KatZ just does not have the forces right now. Did not macro heavily enough behind once he got this gold expansion running, and now he's just in a terrible spot for this match. The Muliks are now pulling back now, able to pick off a lot of those Stalkers. There's still a lot of Zealots here for NightEnD, but man, KatZ has been losing a lot of workers and things. Looks like 22 workers killed right now for KatZ. On the Harvester tab, we can see he's down 15 to 33 Harvesters. These Zealots are now focusing down this lair. This lair is actually, I think, going to go down, and yes, it looks like that lair does fall, and there is definitely no way KatZ is going to be coming back from that. As we can see, he doesn't even have 300 minerals to expand if he wanted to, so it looks like KatZ is going to be forced to GG out of this game. Well played game there by NightEnD. Beautiful little push there with that 8-gate. That's just a little bit all in, doing that big 8-gate push. But it worked out well for NightEnD, so we're going to be going into Game 2 right now to see if KatZ can take Game 2 off of NightEnD, or whether NightEnD will just be winning this entire best of 3. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stay right with me.